Hi guys, it's Mrs. Lachance. So today we're working on part 3 of our exercise unit. So this is considered investigation 2, the portion of our unit. Today we're going to be reading JoJo's Flying Sidekick. This is the first read aloud story of this section of the exercise unit. So this is going to be the same as the rest of the read aloud stories I've done. There's going to be an activity linked to this book for the week, and that will be in a separate Google Doc, and I'll have video instructions for this one as well. So today we're going to be reading about JoJo's Flying Sidekick by Pinkney, and as we can see on the cover, our character is doing lots of movement. So this looks like karate. So everyone can look at the different poses throughout the story and see how the character is moving their body, what muscles they're using, and how there's different pieces of equipment throughout the story, as we've been talking about. So with all different sports and activities and different forms of exercise, there's different things that we use. So we've seen in a lot of our stories, the characters are using bikes, jump ropes, they're doing yoga poses. So while we're reading this book, try to look for those things, and you can have a discussion with mom and dad about what you see. So this is JoJo's Flying Sidekick. To do a flying sidekick, Master Kim explained, jump like you can fly, push out hard and fast with the heel of your foot and yell, Kia! Then he counted 1, 2, ha, na, duel, as JoJo and the other students practiced their flying sidekicks at the Tae Kwon Do Center. At the end of class, Master Kim spoke to JoJo. You have been a very good white belt, JoJo. Now you're ready for the final test for your yellow belt promotion. To earn the yellow belt, you must break a board with a flying sidekick. You'll be tested tomorrow. Yes, sir, said JoJo. Then she began to worry. Granddaddy met JoJo after Tae Kwon Do class to walk her home. JoJo was glad because she hated to walk past the tree in her front yard. It looked like a creepy bandit. How's my little lady today? Granddaddy asked. Master Kim says you're going for your yellow belt promotion tomorrow. You must be nervous. I'm freaking out, said JoJo. Well, said Granddaddy, when I was young and in my prime, butterflies fluttered in my stomach before every big boxing match. Granddaddy moved his feet back and forth and side to side. Back in the day, I kept my hands up, stayed light on my toes, and did a little shuffle step to chase the jitters away. JoJo copied Granddaddy's footwork and followed him around the driveway. I like the way you move, Granddaddy, but I don't see what dancing has to do with my promotion. You will, said Granddaddy. As Granddaddy and JoJo turned to go into the house, PJ and Ted came up the street. Hey, JoJo, PJ yelled. Ah, roof, barked Ted. I don't think you're strong enough to break a piece of wood tomorrow, PJ said, and jumped into the swing. Why not? JoJo asked. 'Cause you yell like a mouse in class. When I do my kick, I yell, Kia, at the top of my lungs. So what? JoJo took a step back from the tree. You'd get more power if the sound came from deep down in your stomach, PJ explained. Then let your Kia come up and out your mouth. Ah, roof, 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 barked Ted. Hear that? Hollered PJ. Even Ted does it. When PJ and Ted walked off, JoJo froze. She was alone with the creepy tree bandit. She turned to go up the driveway, but the creepy tree bandit lunged at her when she tried to pass. JoJo ducked and ran into the house as fast as she could. JoJo slammed the door. "Hi, honey," Granddaddy says. "You're getting tested at Tae Kwon Do tomorrow," her mom said. "I have to break a board with a flying sidekick," JoJo said. "But what if I forget how to do it?" "Why don't you visualize your technique?" JoJo's mom asked. "That's what I do before a tennis match." "Visualize?" JoJo asked. Visualize. It's when you picture something in your mind, Mom explained. Picture yourself doing the perfect flying sidekick. JoJo closed her eyes, but all she saw were dark shadows moving around in her head. "Now get a good night's sleep so you'll be ready for your big day tomorrow," Mom said. But JoJo couldn't get to sleep. She lay awake worrying about her promotion for her yellow belt. To add to JoJo's troubles, the creepy bandit tree moved back and forth outside her window. It even tried to climb in. JoJo closed her eyes and hid under the covers. The next day in class, Master Kim called out, "Attention!" Then he nodded to JoJo. "Begin." At the sound of Master Kim's voice, butterflies fluttered in JoJo's stomach. JoJo shuffled her feet back and forth and side to side, the way Granddaddy had shown her. But when she looked up at the piece of wood, she froze. In that moment, JoJo knew exactly what to do. With her might, JoJo leaped into the air. She focused on the piece of wood and visualized dark shadows in the creepy bandit tree. From deep in her stomach, JoJo screamed, "Kia!" And with her perfect flying sidekick, the board split with a crack. When JoJo landed, everyone applauded. Master Kim shook her hand. "Congratulations, JoJo," he said, and he presented her with a bright new yellow belt. That night, when they got home, Granddaddy said, "I thought you didn't care for that swing, little lady." JoJo just smiled, threw back her head, and kicked up to the sky. The end. All right, so we saw lots of different types of movement in this book. JoJo, our main character, she was doing Tae Kwon Do class. So we saw her leaping, we saw running, we saw jumping, we saw her using her leg muscles to break the board. So these are all things to think about when we're learning about exercise. There's lots of different movements we can do with our bodies. And when we think and envision what our bodies can do, we can be like JoJo and break the board. So I will go ahead and link an activity to go with this book. We're going to be reading this book 3 times this week. So the activity will be with this one. So it'll be linked to movement like JoJo in the story. So you can find that link in a Google Doc. I will have that set up for this week's unit. Thanks, guys.